So I just had a crazy confrontation at my condo. Um, basically, I've never had any issues there, but today was the end of that. I know that you guys know that I have a lot of haters, and a lot of American guys really don't like me for the rawness of my videos and being banned from live streams and stuff like that. But this was definitely an unexpected situation where I was actually just taking my trash out, and there was a worker that was essentially walking by, and he said, "Sir," and I couldn't understand what he was saying. I guess he was speaking in another language, or speaking in Tagalog or Bisaya or something. And he said, "Sir," and I didn't really understand what he was saying, so I closed the door. And then, or actually, no, I didn't close the door. He was saying something, and then I was not understanding, or I was like brushing it off. And then my girl, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video that went viral with Ivana Ilawi wearing like a sando. I'm not sure if I've seen it, but anyways, there's a video with Ivana Ilawi that went kind of viral where she's wearing a sando. I think it was her first introduction to the internet or whatever. And basically, let's just say that my girl was not appropriately dressed. So she was wearing a sando, and that's it, basically, or a sando and nothing underneath. So the worker was attempting to speak through the crack of the door, like my door was still cracked, I guess, and he was calling in going, "Ma'am, ma'am," and I guess he was attempting to speak to her regarding his message, but in America this would have gone much differently. But keep in mind, I'm not a Filipino and I'm a guest here, so I was trying to keep my cool. But he's saying "ma'am, ma'am" to my very attractive girlfriend that's half dressed and I'm half dressed. And anyways, I slammed the door, because in America it would have been much worse, but here I usually try to just get out of the situation. So that's exactly what I did. I slammed the door. So then he kept ringing the doorbell over and over again. And I was ignoring him because I don't really have anything to say to you. So then he actually went to the front and basically, apparently, I don't know, he kept ringing the doorbell or whatever, and then finally I realized, okay, I just got to answer the door because let's just get this over with, or whatever the issue was. So I answered the door multiple minutes later, and he's standing there with the front desk, or the concierge gentleman. So he had the gentleman from the front desk go 40 floors up and assist him, because he wanted to tell me that I cannot put my trash out until a certain time. But he was attempting to convey that message, apparently in the native language, to my very attractive half-dressed girlfriend, yelling through the door, saying, "Ma'am, ma'am." And she was like, wanted no parts of this, or like turned her back and walked away, and I slammed the door. Because in America, again, without going into detail, this would have gone much differently. And I mean, you could only imagine if I went to, say I went to a Filipino guy's house and his wife is standing there half dressed and I'm saying through the door, "Ma'am, ma'am," imagine how that would go for me. Or in America, with a lot of people, imagine how that would go. So needless to say, he told me that I need to bring my trash back in and that it cannot be out at this time. But, he spoke perfect English. So it didn't seem to make any sense to me about why he needed to speak to my half-dressed, very attractive girlfriend through the door when I was standing right there. And yeah, so that was the little confrontation that I had today at my condo. And needless to say, it would have been different anywhere else. Look out for phone snatchers. Not in BGC, you'll probably be good, especially there's two cops standing here. But whenever you're holding your phone out like I just was and someone rides up, a lot of times it's someone on the back and they'll just snatch it right out of your hand. I saw it happen in front of Air Residences in Makati in October 2022. So even in BGC, I wouldn't even give you the opportunity. So anyways, long story short, that was crazy. definitely threw me off. When I finally answered the door, he was standing there with the concierge who he made go 40 floors up. And he told me, sir, you can't have your garbage out right now, or something like that. But yeah, the whole thing was a little crazy and all good, but I figured you guys would want to hear that story. It was definitely a bit of a shocker. You can let me know what you think in the comments. Am I overreacting? Was he out of line? Am I out of line? All that good stuff. Merry Christmas from Bonifacio Global City. Got the beautiful lights, a lot of police driving by, a lot going on, but either way, another day in paradise, no issue. I simply told the guy no problem, but he spoke perfect English, so it was odd that he needed to speak to my girl who doesn't even live there. But in the end, another day in paradise. Just got back from Boracay here in Bonifacio Global City. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I do consultations for $50 for the next week. After that, the price goes up to $90. Live streams weekdays at 9 a.m. And I have a members group for $5. The link is in all the live streams. Thank you to all my supporters. It's been a hell of a year. 14.4 million views. Over 30,000 subscribers gained. Onward and upward in 2024. Love you guys. Sana all.